Hello and welcome back to episode 19 of Unknown to World Known Club 9. We're back once again with Arsenal and we are in the Carabao Cup semi-final. So since you were last with us, we followed up the Nordsjælland game with a 4-1 win against West Brom. We then very comfortably beat Liverpool 3-0 and then went back into league action with 2 wins against Sheffield and Leicester before a disappointing 2-0 loss to Chelsea. We then drew 1-1 with Crewe in the FA Cup, which was incredibly disappointing, particularly considering while I did rotate, it was still a strong team. We then lost the first leg of the Carabao Cup 2-1 to Man City, and most importantly, Erling and Santoni both picked up yellow cards, which means they are missing for today. We then played Leeds in a thriller of a game, ending 5-3, and then swept aside Crewe 2-0 in the replay. We got an impressive win, 1-0 against Manchester United, a 2-0 win against Everton, and then a hard-fought late winner against Brighton to qualify for the 5th round of the FA Cup, where we will play Manchester United. However, today we've got the second leg of the Manchester City, second leg of the... Try that again. The second leg of the semi-final of the Carabao Cup against Manchester City. That's a mouthful and a half. And also a game against Blackburn. We are obviously 2-1 down. If we win, then we've got a final against either Tottenham or Middlesbrough. It's looking likely to be Tottenham. Although, fair play to Middlesbrough, Championship team, still in the competition. So, just before we get into that, hit subscribe to give me a bit of good luck going into the semi-final. If you subscribe, we're gonna qualify. So you should do that. And the lineup for today's game, we've got Blood in goal, back four of Minacho, Fran, Hurtado, and Yeber. Gaffner is the holding midfielder. Imaz and Beisman in front of him. Molinas on the right, Boysen on the left, and Morris as the striker. So not our strongest team, which does concern me going into this. Throwing for Arsenal early on, Molinas plays it to Morris, and he goes back to Minacho. Imaz back to Fran, and then we play it inside to Gaffner. Imaz going to use the space, plays it to Beisman, who's got a lot of space. He goes down to the left, and then it's a poor shot that goes wide. Free kick from deep here. Minacho goes short to Imaz, and then they work it through to Beisman. Molinas with a brilliant finish. The ball from Beisman was fantastic. I called him Beesman just. I don't know what that was. But a terrific ball through to Molinas and a even better finish from that right hand side. Finding the far corner. We lead 1-0 and it's 2-2 on aggregate. Corner for City now. Nahari sends it in and Casanogo heads over the bar. And at half time it is 1-0 on the night, 2-2 on aggregate. So we have got the slight advantage. We've got the away goal. However, I don't think that comes into effect until after extra time because the Carabao Cup's weird. Or did they fix that? I'm not sure. I don't think they have, and it's really dumb. Let's get into the second half. Corner kick, Molinas sends it in. Hurtado is in there, but it's headed away by Jimenez. And then Boysen collects it back from Fran, shoots from range, and he went for the lob there and nearly found the corner. We're going to make our first change, which is going to be sending Lambermont on up front for Morris. And that will do us for now. Throw in for City here. Heck finds Ivkovic. Back to Heck and Name. He plays it through for Williams. Clark. Oh, he's buried it. And City have an equaliser, which means we now need another goal. Because as it stands, they're winning 3-2. And with only a few minutes to go, just over 10 minutes, we're going to send Gaffner off for Woods. And Leandro on for Yaber, a bit more of an attacking fullback option. And go to attacking in hopes we can get a late goal. It's actually a City highlight that follows that. Kovalchuk plays it out to Nahari. He's getting space down the right hand side. Chance for a cross. Sends it in. Fran does well to clear it away. But Naeem heads it back down to Nahari for a second chance. Kovalchuk plays it back to Naeem. Boysen kind of got out the way for them there. Boysen does not want to go and tackle Naeem, who then sends it in, and Ivkovic gets the shot off, but Blel with a good save. Mayer from deep, out to Heck, and then inside to Naeem. Ivkovic back to Heck, back to Mayer, and they're doing very well keeping the ball away from us. NL with a chance here, back to Mayer, and Blel's spilt it. And once again, we've come so close to reaching a cup final, and then it's ended in misery at the hands of Manchester City once again, when we've had the better of them this season so far, but when it matters, we don't. Late highlight, Heck with the throw in, and he goes to Williams-Clark, inside to Naeem. Mayer through for Ivkovic, and we've fallen apart. If we'd had Santoni and Erling, I think we probably would have been able to turn this around, but, well, not at this stage, but overall, I think they've been a big miss, and City have ended up romping us. Malacho throws it into Molinas now. He tries to attack down the right, ends up getting tackled, and there's a question as to whether it was inside the box. I'll tell you now, it wasn't. And we're waiting for VAR. And of course, it was outside the box. Oh my goodness, who saw that coming? And now the free kick is going to lead to nothing, because it's gone to the back post and nobody's even there. Heck on the ball now. Maselli back to Kasongo. Jimenez. Mayer sends it out. Leandro heads away nicely. Woods collects it, and he's tackled by Mayer. Out to Eni. Mayer goes inside. Imaz brings it down well, but loses the ball. Manacho plays it to Molinas. He goes to Woods, who cuts inside very nicely. Gets a shot off, apparently. That was dreadful. And we're straight back in with another highlight, this time City attacking. Kovalchuk to Eni. I've pronounced his name about 6 different ways now. Kovalchuk crosses it in, Leandro heads away, but we're just waiting for the final whistle here. Maselli to Ivkovic, and a good block by Manacho for what it's worth. Nothing. Corner kick for City. Name's going to send it in, and Blel makes the save, and that's probably the end. Yeah. And once again, we've come so close, and then City have turned up and ruined our fun. And again, City have the reason that we just fall short on yet another potential trophy. Let's go and see if we can get a result against Blackburn. And for the Blackburn game, we've got Blel in goal, a back four of Velez, Erling, Santoni and Jadil. Fran and Biesman in midfield with Imaz in the number 10. Glam on the right, Morris on the left. No, Morris up front and Boysen on the left. Throwing on the right hand side, Velez throws it straight to Stewart. Fran's going to collect it though. Goes inside to Biesman, who sends it out to Jadil, who's got a lot of space out here, but goes inside to Biesman. And they exchange the ball a few more times, and then Biesman tries to play it through to Imaz, but a good interception there. And a long ball over the top. Sacco has headed it on, but Erling covering there, and then Blell is able to play it out to Jadil. Boysen on the left goes inside to Imaz, back to Jadil, and then Biesman goes over the top to Morris, and oh, he's not scored it. That's a brilliant chance, and he's not managed to score it. The corner, though, Biesman sends in, and Erling is just beaten in the air by Lopez. Free kick from deep, Jadil goes short to Biesman, collects it back, then plays it through to Boysen, who goes back to Jadil, only just able to keep it in play. Back to Boysen from deep, and Silva clears it away. Sacco's collected it, plays it through to Scullion, and there's a bit of a dangerous counter-attack here, and Blair forced into the save, but does tip it over the bar. However, danger is over with a corner, and Erling has headed it on, and Scullion's going to go and collect that. And at half-time, it's still 0-0, and it's not been overly impressive from us so far, so I think we're going to try going attacking and see if that helps us create something. Corner for Blackburn now, 56 minutes gone. Erling jumps well and heads it away. Silva's going to collect that though, and well closed down to prevent him getting down the left. Stewart goes back to Owusu, and then he goes back to Howell, Sacco, and Hong Yang to Silva. And they're trying to create a bit of space. Oh, Silva's just curled one in from the edge of the area, and I don't know what to do with this Arsenal team. I really don't. They're so inconsistent, and I just feel like we haven't got the money to actually improve enough like we need to. We'll send Lammerman on for Glam on the right hand side. In fact, no, we'll send Molinas on the right. Lammerman can go up front, and Boysen can come off for Woods as well. Throw in for Blackburn deep in their own half. They're doing well to play it out though, and long ball forward. Erling heads it down to Biesman. Fran plays it out to Velez on the right, and he's closed down by Cesar. It's eventually worked to Molinas. Biesman sends it to the left. Jadil plays it through for Woods, who's cutting inside, and the shot's poor in the end. Cesar's received it from a throw-in. Hong Yang to Menezes. Stewart back to Cesar. He's tackled by Fran. Fran doesn't get to the ball. Silva's just hit the post, and we're hanging on. And it is full time, and that, throwing the bottle, I think that might well be the league gone, because we're dropping out the top four. We're 13 points behind. Even if we win our game in hand, we're 10 points behind with 13 games to go. It's just not good. So what we'll do next, we'll come back for the Derby County game and the Atletico Madrid first knockout round, second leg. I think I'm feeling a little bit, I don't know if this is just me in this moment. I'm feeling like this is a little bit defeated, and I don't think this Arsenal team's going to be good enough to win a league. So what we might do is just try and win a trophy, and then we might just call it on the save and just say that this year we've failed it by not winning the Premier League. We've won the 3 other big 4 leagues. The Champions League, once have we won? I think only once, which is, again, a little bit disappointing. Is there an easy way to see this? Not particularly. Biography. Here we are. That's still not a great way to read it. There needs to be a better way for you to see this, but here we are. Yeah, so only one Champions League, but at this point, I think we're just going to call time on the career, to be honest. At the end of the season, we'll try and pick up another trophy. Even if it has to be, FA Cup would be fine. But with new content that I want to create coming soon, I think this is going to be our last year. Because this Arsenal team's not going to get any better. They've got so much debt. The transfer budget for next season, 35 million. You can't do anything with 35 million. We're going to have to sell to be able to buy. We're only getting 50% of anything we sell. It's an aging team at this point. Some of that's on me, but I think I'm going to admit defeat with Arsenal and say I can't win the league with them. And that'll be our challenge for next year, to go better than this year, win more Champions Leagues, win the Premier League, win more in general, I think, because I think when you look at our history, considering at QPR we won the championship. We were doing well there, to be fair. Then we went to Roma and didn't win anything. Although we did change that Roma team quite significantly, and when we went back to Italy, they were title challengers. So, this was when we joined. So we did massively turn them around. They're that one bad season, but for the most part, they've been up and about there. But it's not been as illustrious of a career as I envisioned. But I also just don't. My motivation has really dropped out of this save, and it's all gone into the St Albans save. So that's where the focus is going to go: St Albans and other content at the end of the season. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like down below. Comment if you think we can end the series with a trophy, and subscribe if you're enjoying the content on the channel. Thank you very much for watching.